Pepper says, are you ready to declutter another section of this hoarded basement? I know I am. It is that time of the week again. It is time to declutter another section in this hoarded basement. And for today, we're going to be focusing on this area, continually chopping away at this back corner over here.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to A Hoarder's Heart. I am Miss Hart, and on this episode, while we're decluttering the basement, I don't really have a particular topic to talk about. So we're just kind of going to old school it, and I'm just going to declutter through everything and talk about the emotions and the attachments that I have to things. And we're just going to do it how we used to do it years ago. So without further ado, we are decluttering in this area.
So when I get started, to avoid getting extremely overwhelmed at the amount of stuff there is, I look at the area and scan for the easiest thing that I can let go of first. And right now, it is this little pink purse pouch. I can definitely let this go. This is going to be our first tossy. And now we got that decluttering momentum started. So let's move on to this next bag. And it looks like there are some really old t-shirts from the late 90s. I can let go of this Braves baseball shirt. Same with the Chile shirt. I have a lot of other Chile shirts that I have and love. This is actually really old. I used to wear this all the time in the late 90s. I am going to hold on to that, but honestly, all the other t-shirts in here, I can absolutely let this all go. Now, Miss Pepper is going to show us the next bag right over here, and it is, it's baby toys. Very extremely sentimental, and Brandon used to play with this all the time when he was little. He loved little people stuff, and inside this is registering as an emotional 10, so I'm going to keep this stuff, but I can let this monkey go, and I'm going to honor that I'm letting this monkey go as a baby toy. And underneath that bag is some random pieces of paper, which is trash. And Pepper's very happy to see easy tossies for mommy, because how I declutter is not logically. How I declutter is emotionally. Inside, I have this internal scale, and I have things that are either an emotional 1 or an emotional 10. And this stuff right here is all registering as an emotional 1 to 2. So it's very easy for me to make the decision to let all of this stuff go because I identify it as trash. Now, moving on to the little puppy vacuum over here. We were going to let go of it, but one of my sons asked if we just kept it for a little longer. He didn't want to see it go. So I honored that request because the boys are always letting go of so much other stuff. Now, this is like an art tube for traveling and rolling up your paints. And Ms. Pepper, being very curious, is looking at all this stuff, and this donut ball is really bad. We can definitely let that go. We can also let go of this plastic bag. Lord knows I have so many of them. And as I look through this bin, there is a lot of miscellaneous Mod Podge stuff, but it's looking like a lot of this stuff is registering as an emotional 2 and 3. So these are pretty easy decisions to let go of it. But I wanted to show you these tags real quick. I used to cut these out for the boys, like clothes tags or like from fruit snack boxes or whatever. And when the boys were 2, 3, and like 4, I used to let them cut them out, paste it on a big piece of paper, and let them make these little character collages. It was just a cheap, fun, frugal way to entertain my little toddler boys back then. Moving on to this old carpet cleaner thing from the late 60s. It was in the house when we moved in here. Now, I can very easily make the decision to let this go. The only thing is that I get a little stuck on the idea that it's cool and somebody would probably love to have this for nostalgia. So I'm going to ask in the comment section below, what should I do with this? How should I get rid of this so that somebody else can enjoy it? And behind that is, hooray, more easy tossies. I just love that we can make these quick decisions to let this stuff go quickly. There is an old candy wrapper here. Oh boy, that's nasty. And another plastic bag to let go of. Now, this quarters thing, this is registering at around a 7. So I'm just going to hold on to it for now. We're going to honor where we're at, and it's okay to just hold on to it a little longer. Now, we're going to start to move up now because we cleared out that section. And I can tell that there's definitely a lot of sentimental baby items right here.
All right, first baby bin. Hello, Miss Peppy. Yes, I'm going to need you. Yes, I'm going to need that moral support because... Oh, there she goes. I scared her. Baby toys, baby toys. This one's a little hard. It's the Paw Patrol. This was Tai-Tai's favorite. Oh, he just loved the Paw Patrol so much. This is hard. This is honestly, this is going to be really hard. Because after getting rid of the baby bottles, though I was successful in doing it, my nervous system was just like, okay, we're done with the baby stuff. Like, we are done with the baby stuff. Like, we're good. We are good for the next couple of months of going through baby stuff. And this is all baby toys. So I think what's best is to just kind of process everything, allow myself to keep what I need to keep, because it might really be like 2018, 2019, where nervous system still needs to hold on to everything, but maybe we can go through the stuff, pick a couple of things, baby stuff, decluttering into the baby stuff, better organize it so that in the future, it'll be easier for me to let this go. And of course, whatever we're going to let go of as far as baby toys goes, I'm also going to let my children see which ones we decided to let go. Most likely, they're going to be like, yeah, we don't care. You know what I mean? But I think that's the route we have to go because this is like extremely emotional.
And this is why I say that I will always have hoarding disorder. It is a mental disorder. Even though we're changing the behaviors, when something very deep-rootedly hurts me, my go-to is saving all the items from that time period, because I'm not just mourning the loss of those miscarriages that I had in 2019 and 2020. I'm also mourning the season that I don't have little children anymore. I don't have babies, toddlers, preschoolers, or elementary school children. That hit me really hard this year when my youngest, Tyler, graduated from elementary school and he's starting middle school this year. And even though I am enjoying the season that I am with them because they're older and they can do more things and different things, it still doesn't mean that I don't heartbreakingly miss when they were little, because honestly, that was my favorite season when they were babies. I just loved it so much. So that's why this is even harder for me and why I'm keeping a majority of the baby toys, because when I hold them and have them, it brings me right back into that space when they were little, and the reel in my head plays of them playing and laughing and giggling and their little voices and their excitement over the little things. That's why I have such a stronghold in holding on to all of the baby things right now. And it's okay for me to hold on to the baby items in this moment, in this point of time, because I know that there will come a day where I will say that it's time for me to move on. It's time for me to let go. And I don't need to hold on to these baby toys anymore. And I will know because it'll feel right in my heart, and not because someone else is telling me so that you have to let go of the toys. I recognize that this is a part of the healing process and that I will allow myself the time I need to process these emotions. So for today, in this moment, when I still feel like I have to hold on to these toys, we're just going to condense them down into these labeled bins marked baby toys or baby items. That way we're organizing them so we know where they are. They're not spread out all over the house as visual clutter, and that when I am ready to let them go, I'll know exactly where they're located. And honestly, this is how I recovered in my hoarding disorder. This is how I've healed and have been able to let go of thousands of items over the years. So please, honor the emotions and the place that you're in today. If you're not ready to let it go, it is okay. We're still making progress by letting go of things that we're not emotionally attached to. And we're condensing the items into bins so that we can get rid of bags and different things and have it organized in spaces so that when we are ready, we can let it go and that we can clean out the spaces that we do have. And for today, me and Miss Pepper are so incredibly proud to show you our tossy pile. Even though this was quite the emotional decluttering round, we were still able to let go of a lot of stuff. Even able to let go of some baby items in here too. So we're going to celebrate the accomplishments we were able to do today and what we could easily let go of. And of course, we're going to recycle everything as best as we can. I also took the baby toy bins and put them off to the side over here. That way we could continue chopping away in this area because me and Miss Pepper were able to open up another space in this hoarded basement. Now, this was a lot of vertical stuff that was piled on, but as you can see, we can now reach these baby bins. And just 2 weeks ago, we were decluttering on the other side of this. That's where the coffee table is. And I couldn't reach these bins. And now I can. And my hope and my prayer is that this video motivated and encouraged you to clean, declutter, and let something go in your home today too.